And we're starting.
Alright.
This is Nasseer Idrisi here sitting with Will Sager, and we're on the Jordy's Resolution in the Pacific Ocean here on an expedition. So, Will, can you please just tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, please?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Well, I've been at Texas A&M University now for 26 years, and I got my degree in geology and geophysics at the University of Hawaii just before I came to Texas, and so I've been exploring the oceans for now over 30 years.
Great. So, on this expedition, can you just briefly tell us what the main objectives are?
Okay, sure. Well, we have this huge mountain range at the bottom of the ocean, and we don't know how it got there, and geologists having inquiring minds want to know. So there are several ways that we can look at it. One of them is that we want to know how old it is. We have an idea how old it might be, and so a lot of the scientists will be looking at the rocks and looking at the radioactive decay of certain elements in the rocks and try to use that to determine the age of those rocks. Other scientists are going to take apart the rocks and look at the chemical composition of the rocks, and one of the reasons there is that that might tell us about where the magma that formed this big volcano came from. Did it come from deep within the earth, or did it come from just beneath the volcano in what we call the asthenosphere, just below the crust? And then a lot of other scientists will be looking at it from many different ways, from the age of the fossils that are on it. That'll help us determine the age. To I and some other scientists will look at the magnetism that's preserved in the rocks to try to tell where it formed and how the plate tectonic drift has carried it. So we're going to look at it from a dozen or more different ways and try to put it all together into a picture that tells us how this great big mountain range formed.